Okay, so just a short summary of everything I've done to this boat in the last, I don't know, 3 weeks. I'll run you through it real quick. First thing I did, well, let's go back. Today I'm putting the G3 Humminbird Solix 12 on the old Skeeter. I took the Lowrance off. Let me show you here what we got. Here is the Solix, the cover there. It's the 12-inch. Took the old Elite TI with the active imaging off. It wasn't nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to upgrade. So here's what we got going on here. Got the transducer mounted. I think this is gonna be a good spot. It's just near the bottom of the transom. It's just about where I had the Lowrance transducer. I think it's gonna clear my trailer here. So we're fixing to run the cables, run the power, then we'll mount it. Let's get this old. This is off an old 3D. It's just been on here and I never took it off. I'm taking it off today. So get all this crap out of the way, and then we'll run the cables and mount this thing. All right, it's tomorrow, and we got everything done last night. The Solix is on and working. Took it to the lake. Everything works fine where the transducer is. Kind of show you where I put it. You can see it over there to the left of the motor. They said put it to the right, but I already had my other one over here, and it works fine where it's at, from what I can tell anyway. So now, working on a deck extension. Got the bottom frame work in. So we'll get moving further on this, and I'll show you some more. Alright guys, and ladies, I guess. So we are to this point. Not too far along, but just kind of got the original, or I guess base framing down. I'm working on now pulling everything out. At least what I've got here, I'm going to pull it all out so that I can get the backside of everything when I either resin it or paint it. Nothing going to the store and just buying this shit about this. This is all custom, every bit of it, all the way down to this, like right here. This has to open up on this boat. This, hang on. Let's see. Let's get that open. You can see I've got to have room for that to open. So I just have a little strip of wood in there separating that. So this can still open. So once my deck is on, I'm gonna have this little strip that's gonna catch all kinds of shit, I guarantee you. But I have to have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this out of here. Get it coated with whatever I'm gonna coat it with. I gotta coat it with something because this is all gonna get wet every time. I'm gonna put 2 lids over here that open that way, and I'm gonna put one here that opens this way, which I'll probably store my tackle and stuff in here. The way these wood decks are done and the lids close over the top, I mean, there's no way to keep water out of it. It's just gonna have to hit the floor and drain out, which I've got a little room down here. I was gonna cut some notches, but there ended up just the way the fiberglass, just the way the deck is already is down there. There's an opening for water to drain out. So, like I said, I'm gonna pull all this out, get it coated with whatever I'm gonna coat it with, and we'll go from there. And then I'll update you. All right, so we got the Comfortroll tray in. No trolling motor yet, but I went ahead and took off the old motor guide. Got some kind of, I don't know, probably Humminbird. Something to do with the trolling motor. I don't know, it was cut when I took it off, so we're gonna take that off. I don't know if these holes will line up with the new Minn Kota, but we will find out. For now, we're gonna put this tray in, and it barely fits. I mean barely, in order for my lid to still work. I even have to cut some of this. I just use this for like dry storage, so I'm gonna have to cut some of this out for that tray. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gonna be interesting. So stick around, we'll see what happens. Well, got the hole cut. Took a little doing with the Sawzall and the little 3-inch circular saw, but it's cut and it fits. And this is the box I was telling you about. I had to cut it down, and now the tray just slides right over and fits right over the top of that. It ain't perfect, but it'll float. And there it is installed. Skeeter SD 125 tray install. I know I didn't go into too much detail, but you kind of get the gist. Still able to use this lid, but it barely fits. I mean, you can see it barely fits there. I might have got it a little crooked, but whatever. Tomorrow, well, Thursday, I'll get the trolling motor. We'll take these out. I can pull this tray to get all this wired up right. Pull that other one over there out. Throw the new trolling motor on and go try it out. Till then. Alright, so it's been a while since I've filmed anything. I've done quite a bit to the boat since the last cut. I'll kind of show you around. One thing I did was put this headlight on here. Just a little 4 LED square light. I built this little mount. Just screws in on the inside. Run the wire in there. Got a little, it jiggles a little bit. It's built out of aluminum, but it sits down on this little rubber 3M adhesive deal, so it ain't going nowhere. I got to tighten it up, but obviously this is the hole for the trolling motor tray. I'm starting to put the wood back in for the deck. I've got the coating on it, the resin. I went ahead and put some more resin in the corners of this floor because it had some cracks in it, getting water down in the wood. So I went ahead and put these lights. I don't know if you can see that. Those, I've got 7 of them in the boat now. Went ahead and put the green and reds LEDs up front. Looks a lot nicer. Less of a pain in the rear. You just hit a switch and they're on. You don't have to put the pole in or nothing. Well, we're getting a little closer. Starting to put enough wood in this thing that I'm probably going to drop a few miles an hour with this 85 on here, but I really don't care. I'd rather have the deck and the storage, and I want it to be sturdy. Thinking about putting all my tackle, my small tackle boxes right here just in a line. I'll have a lid come up here, have a little bit of extra storage here, and over here I'm gonna have a lid come up like this. I have storage in here, and then I've got this little day tray. Put a lot of extra wood in here, more than I wanted to, but for stupid shit like this, but I think it'll work out. That lid will cover over to here, come back across here, and hinge right here probably. So, and you may notice I've got the boat sitting at a weird stance right now. That is because my keel has worn through. You can see the water coming out right there. You maybe even see it dripping. So I'm letting it dry out. It's got to drip through that part of the hole. I drained as much out the back as I could before going this route, but my guy told me, he said it's got to drain out through there and dry out through there. I guess so. I guess if you drain it backwards, it's just all gonna hang out up there in the foam, and you know, I don't know. That's what he told me. So it's draining out there. Hopefully that doesn't take more than a week, because I can't take the boat out, obviously. That sucks. I've got the Solix 15 on the way. Just ordered it last night, found it in stock at Russell Marine. It's just the control head. I didn't get the transducer for the Minn Kota when I get the Minn Kota, but hell, I can get that later. I just need something on the front of the boat so I can see my waypoints. When I got the boat, it needed carpet. It was in terrible shape. So this carpet's about, probably 2 years old. This is just cheap. I think I got this stuff from Home Depot. Like, it's not anything fancy. It's the cheap stuff. I mean, it's probably a little better than the cheapest stuff you can buy. It's not real thick. It's just outdoor carpet. I had a guy, I won't say where I got it from, but I got it from a guy that does carpet professionally. He told me the way to do it was to spray it with this certain type of glue that you can't buy as a consumer. You gotta have, I guess, some kind of license to buy it. So he hooked it up. I went and got 5 gallons of it from him and sprayed it on, did the lids. He showed me how to do the corners and everything. Everything's held up. You can see a little bit of that glue right there. It's just it's like a yellow, nasty color. So far so good. I never ended up doing the bottom because I was just too damn eager to go fishing. I did when I scraped up this floor. I did end up, they redid this floor before, and the only way I know that is the guy that sold me the boat is a friend of mine, and he told me his dad bought this boat brand new back in '90, and they redid this deck at some point and re-glassed over it, and that's why you see all this. This is old glue, and it's just not, it's not a level surface, so some of that glue, when I sanded it, just kind of stayed there. But anyway, where it connects to the wall here, I ended up cracking some of it, or it just kind of came apart. So I put resin all down there so it would stop getting onto the underneath and into the wood. I've got a little bit of a soft spot around that drain. Not too worried about it. It'll give me another couple years, if not more. Now that I've built this, I'm gonna probably carpet down here, or put some kind of mat down there or something. Maybe not even glue it. I don't know yet. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. But down here I'm thinking about, and I know this is probably stupid to most people, but I really don't give a shit. I think I'm gonna put some sea deck down here in the bottom. I'm gonna carpet this. I've still got the rest of the carpet for the boat in the shop. I've still got it. So I'm going to carpet the top of this, carpet those lids, carpet that deck, carpet the back side of this, and then I think I'm going to do some C-deck in the bottom. I think that'll look pretty cool. And then on that little square right there, give it a little pad for my daughter to sit on. So that was the first thing I did to the boat. Let's see. I think after that I just started fishing out of it. I may have put a new prop on it. Other than that, I didn't even have I had like a freaking 1995 Humminbird 3D depth finder. Piece of shit compared to what we got nowadays, but it told me how deep it was, and that's all I needed at the time. I just started fishing. So now here 2 years later, carpet's still good, but there's a lot of things that need updating. I had a Lowrance Elite TI2 on here, a 9-inch that did great. I had no problems with it. It was a great unit, but I've been wanting something a little bigger, a little nicer, and finally got to where I could put these Solixes on here. So since I was going to put the Solixes, I needed power, and I wanted to do it right this time instead of just running a freaking wire from the battery up there to the Lowrance I had. I got a little bus bar, as you can see there. Let's see if I can get closer to that. Just a little fuse panel. So I've got Solix 1 at the console, Solix 2 at the bow, right here, little 5-amp fuses. This is my horn that never worked. I got it working. This is my little power outlet that went bad, so I bought a new one. It's got USB and 12-volt power outlet on it. This is my LED headlight that I put on the boat with my custom mount I made. This is, no, I'm sorry. Well, it's one of the two. It's either the headlight or it's the deck lights. These two right here. So, got that done. Got that all wired up, nice and tight. Everything works like it should. And then for my deck lights, if you don't know, these lights right here, I think I got these on Amazon. You may recognize them. They're like one of the main ones on there. I've got 7 of them on the boat. Wired them up in series, and nothing worked. So then I got to reading, called my dad, who's a pretty experienced electrician. He backed up what I read, that your voltage drop is between 2 and 3, well, 2 and 4 volts per LED. If it's a light like this, which whatever that means, if it's like this light, where it's got its own resistor in it or anode or whatever, I don't know. You cannot run it in series like that. I mean, you can run 2 in series. I tested it, but the problem is they're half as bright as they are if you just run them in parallel. So these are literally, every one of them is run parallel. Pain in the ass, but they work. So this is actually what it took. This is all for that one, all for the deck lights. These are all coming back parallel, wired in. All that. It's kind of overkill, I know, but I just don't like shit being done half-ass. Up front here is a live well. I do not use it as a live well. I've been using it as my tackle storage. It's worked fine, but it is not enough room. That's what this is for now. That fits those Plano tackle boxes I've got just right. I'll stack as many of those in there as I can get in there, or many as I need anyway, and then I can put other stuff in there. Got a little bit of room there for something else on the side, just whatever I can throw in there. I've got a little tray that goes here on these rails, kind of like a day box tray. I thought I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool, so I just went ahead and added that to it. This is obviously just storage, whatever I could throw in here, towels, life jackets, whatever. But it's all epoxy coated, every bit of it. That was a pain in the ass, took forever, but if you're gonna do it right. I'd rather it last a while. Up here, I did install this Comfortroll tray because I do have an Ultrex coming, a 24 volt. This boat does not have 3. It came with 2 trolling motor batteries, so I'm leaving it that way. There's really only room for 2 back there. This motor guide is on its last leg. I did have to replace this little pedal, little push button. Those things go out quite a bit, actually. Those older style ones. These look pretty durable. This is a TH Marine pedal. It feels kind of cheap, but it works. So I got the tray in there to cut this out of this boat, this Skeeter SD 125. This live well is no longer going to be active as a live well because I had to destroy it. And you may be able to see that. Let's see. I don't know if you can see up in there, but I had to cut it into the live well to get the tray to fit. Some people may say that was stupid as hell. I really don't care because I don't keep the fish anyway. I got a live well in the back that I just put a 8-pounder in 2 weeks ago, and it barely fit, but if it'll fit a 8, that's all I need. So again, got the tray for right now. I just throw this shit, all this bullshit down in here. It works out. I did throw me some LED navigation lights on here. Those worked out fine. Just bought them on Amazon. They work great. They stick on there great. We'll see how long they last. And you know, drilling all these damn holes in my boat. I just keep going and going. But drilled that hole, ran it through there, siliconed it real nice. Shouldn't have a problem. Also, the deck lights, not the brightest things in the world, but they get it done, especially early in the morning. I got 7 of them on here. That ought to be enough to get the job done. Then I built this LED bracket for this light. This light works great. I got 2 of them, but I don't know how this bracket is gonna do clearing the light, clearing the new trolling motor until I get it. So I'm just gonna wait on the other light. This one's bright enough to get it done for now. So just built this out of aluminum. You can get this aluminum at Home Depot, and kind of has a little jiggle to it. So I put this little 3M, just a self-adhesive, almost like what you put on the bottom of a chair leg there. It keeps it from really wiggling. I don't know. I haven't even got to take the boat out yet since I've done all this, because the next thing I was going to show you, you can see this wet spot under my keel. When I parked it on the driveway, which I never do, I normally park it in the yard, I noticed that the keel was worn through and it was dripping water. So I got to get that fixed. I just had the boat completely drained out. This thing dripped dry, and we had a damn monsoon come through here. So gotta wait probably through another 3 days for that thing to drip dry. And I'm gonna take it and have the guy, he said he can repair it, and then he'll throw a keel guard on there. We won't have to worry about that again. And then so that's pretty much all the cool stuff I did to it. The coolest thing to me is the 2 units, probably. These things are awesome. If you know electronics, you know what these are. There's Solix 12 at the console, Solix 15 up here at the bow. I'm just kind of playing with them right now, getting all my settings right. Like I said, I haven't got to run any of this, any of it. I have got to use the console. I've been out a couple times with the 12-inch at the console, but haven't had the benefits of having anything up front yet. So as soon as I get the keel fixed, I'll do a video out there on the water of it. We'll see what things look like. This is the Russell Marine Products Versa mount. I like it. It's pretty sturdy. I mean, if anything's shaking, it's the damn floor of my boat. I like it a lot. It was kind of a pain in the ass to put together, but I think it's gonna work out fine. So that's about it. Once we get it on the water, and well, actually, I've got a little bit more I'm gonna include on here, and that's putting the piano hinges here. I was able to find 1 1/16 inch piano hinges, which will be perfect for this 5/8 plywood. I didn't do 3/4 because by the time I framed it, it looked like it was going to be too tall. So, and this, I can put these lids, I can throw them down on here and walk on it just fine. So, get the hinges on there. I've got some latches, some stainless steel latches that I've got to make an indentation of some sort in these 2x. Get those set right and throw some carpet on this bad boy and call it good.
Yeah, in the stove, on the corner of my road. I should've took the boat. Yeah, I could've took the boat. Yeah, I'll be in a fuss. All my friends going up. Yeah, who's the real plug now? I guess that might be us now. Yeah, always on the road, I never home. Got a couple